Hey everyone, it's Kevin, and in today's video I'm going to talk about how to stop eating out of boredom. If you want to control what you eat, control your body, and control your life, then hit the subscribe button so you never miss a video. And don't forget to check out my free 7-day challenge, Stop Overeating in 7 days. If you want more control over what you eat, then this is the challenge for you. There is a link in the description box. And if you want to speak with me personally, there is also a link below. Yes, boredom eating. Boredom is another emotion, and it's another form of emotional eating. And it's just something that can make us eat. Sometimes we have too much free time or we don't know what to do. And what better way to fill that free time than with something to eat? Boredom is nothing more than an emotion, and it can compel us to do something that we know is unhealthy. One of the hardest things for people to do is sit in a room all by themselves and do nothing. As humans, we always have to be on the go. We feel like we have to do something. And in this overstimulated world, we can't sit still and do nothing. It's almost impossible. I am guilty of boredom eating too, so a lot of times when I had nothing to do, or when I had nothing important to do, or I just had too much free time, I found myself in the kitchen eating things that I shouldn't be eating. So if you're guilty of boredom eating, then this is the video for you. I'm going to give you some practical tips on how to deal with it. The first thing I want to say is boredom is a sign of dissatisfaction. There are so many reasons not to be bored in this world. You should have projects, you should have homework assignments, you should have a job, you should have books to read, you should have videos to watch. There are so many media that you can consume at any one time. There are so many things to look forward to and be excited about. How could you possibly be bored? But even if you do find a large block of time where you're bored and you're not doing anything and you don't have anything important to do, that's okay. It's okay to have nothing to do for a few hours. This is why you should just take that time and meditate or journal or just sit and do nothing. I've said this before on other videos, but sitting and doing nothing just has this magic ability to reset our minds and reset the day. It's like waking up in the morning. When you wake up in the morning, you have goals, you want to do things right, you haven't made any mistakes, hopefully. And when you just sit and do nothing and stare at a wall and think and listen to some light music, it's like a new start to the day. You don't have to fill your time with something, and you certainly shouldn't fill your time doing things that are unhealthy and detrimental to your goals. If you have some free time, just relax and do nothing and appreciate the fact that you're actually existing. The greatest gift that you will ever have is your consciousness. Trust me, you don't want to lose your consciousness. We call that death. It's almost like we have to add something to our lives to make it worthwhile. Why can't we just appreciate our lives for what they are? I'm not saying that we should go in the woods and live like Henry David Thoreau at Lake Walden for the rest of our lives, but why not do it for 20 or 30 minutes? My second tip for you is think ahead. If you have a large block of time, think of some projects or some assignments that you've been putting off and that you should be doing. If you're in school or if you have a job, that means you should probably be learning something, or you should have some book to read. If you don't have a book list, start making a book list. And if you're not a reader, that's okay, although there should be something that you want to read. You should have a watch later folder on YouTube, or you should have a bunch of movies in the queue. We live in an age of unlimited media. I find it amazing that any of us could be bored at any time. Perhaps if it were 1960 and you only had 3 or 4 books in the house and 3 or 4 TV channels and you had no other media, I guess it would be easy to be bored in that kind of environment. But even so, all you need is one good book to entertain yourself. If you know you're going to have a large block of time the next day or on some day and you don't have anything in that time, find something ahead of time. Don't wait until that time and say, okay, let's go have a bag of chips. Ask yourself why you're bored. Why do you have all of this free time? Why is it that you have nothing to do? Boredom is an emotional state. It's actually a sign of a bad attitude. You shouldn't be bored in 2020. There's just no reason for it. We have so many things to learn, so many places to see, so many places to go, so many things to do. Even if you live in a small town, there's probably something that you haven't done before. Maybe there's a restaurant you haven't tried. Maybe there's a historical site you haven't tried. But you don't even have to leave the house. Every day, a million new videos are uploaded to YouTube. Surely one of those videos can entertain you. But I think the key is scheduling today, yesterday. If you have that large block of time, start filling in the calendar. What are you going to do at 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock? Now, you don't have to schedule every single minute of every single day, but have a rough outline of what you need to do. Don't leave things to chance and don't wing it. This will not only help you eat less, but it will actually help you be more productive and get more out of your life. My next tip for you is when you are bored, catch yourself in the moment. And here's what I mean. When you have that emotion and you feel like there's nothing to do and you're not sure what to do and you haven't taken the time to schedule your day, just accept boredom for what it is. It's just an emotion. It can't make you do anything. It's okay. Instead of trying to use some substance or chemical like food to alleviate that emotion and to get rid of it, just accept it. It's okay that you have nothing to do for the next 20 or 30 minutes. Trust me, you're not going to sit for 5 or 6 hours and do absolutely nothing. Your life is not that boring and uninteresting that you're going to have nothing to do for 6 hours. You're going to have no form of entertainment, no distraction. Unless you're living on a remote island or you're in Antarctica, I find that impossible. So if you do find yourself bored for a few minutes, or let's say even 30 minutes, that's okay. You can do what I mentioned before and sit still for 30 minutes and meditate. I'm not going to go into meditation on this video, but I know that there are a lot of benefits to it. It really helps the mind, and a lot of people who are operating at high levels, who are making 7, 8 figures, have adopted meditation and have incorporated it into their life. So if you do have a lot of free time, why don't you start meditating? It's going to make you healthier, and it's going to make your mental state healthier, and it will help you eat less. Boredom is a sign that you're not interested in anything and that you're an uninteresting person. I know this is kind of harsh, but if you're a truly curious person and you're interested in the world, how could you be bored? You can go to Curiosity Stream and watch high definition videos about anything. I think it's $12 a year. And no, I am not an affiliate for Curiosity Stream, so if you sign up, I don't have a promo code, I don't make any money. I just know that it's there. You also have unlimited documentaries on Netflix, and then there's Amazon, then there's YouTube. If you can't find anything on any one of those media that can entertain you, why? I mean, how is it that you're not interested in any of that? And then think of all the books you have access to. I think you can get Kindle Unlimited and read unlimited books in the cloud for a subscription. I forget how much. It's not that much. I think the only people who get bored are uninteresting people. I get out of bed and think of all the things I want to see and all the things I want to learn. I can't wait to get out of bed in the morning. It's 2020. You should be excited about your life. There should be plenty of things that you want to see and you want to learn. Plenty of videos like this one that you want to watch. My complaint is that there are only 24 hours a day and I'm only going to live 80 or 90 years if things go right. So if you are bored a lot, maybe it's time for some introspection. The next time you're bored, start making a list of all the books and the movies and the documentaries that you want to read or watch. Make a list of all the restaurants you want to try. Make a list of all the things you want to do. Make a list of all the places you want to see. Start getting excited about your life. My next tip for you is fast forward a few hours. If you want to do something unhealthy and you want to overeat, or you have that compulsion to eat more than you want, just think of yourself in 6, 8, 10 hours. How do you want to feel then? You know that you're going to regret it, so don't do it. Because when you go to bed or when you wake up the next morning, you're going to feel bad about it, and you're going to wish that you hadn't eaten so much. Connecting yourself with the future version of yourself is really helpful, because you don't want to do things today that are going to hurt future self. You want to do things that are going to nurture the future self. I'm not talking about yourself in 50 years. That's almost too much, although you should do that. I'm just talking about yourself in 12 hours. How do you want to feel then? Do you want to end the day like 1,000 calories over your limit because you didn't know how to deal with boredom? Just think about it. Think about all the times that you've sabotaged yourself in the past. I think about that, and yeah, I regret it. I wish I had learned to deal with boredom in a better way. I wish I had learned to deal with my emotions in a better way, in a more empowered way. If you just think about this for a few seconds, it'll really help you. Now, if you really do want to eat something light. Don't eat chips. Don't eat pretzels. Don't eat cookies. Don't eat ice cream. That's probably the worst thing we could do. Why don't you just grab some carrots, maybe some apples, something really light. Okay, don't eat something that's really easy to overconsume. For me, my favorite is always baby carrots. They're crunchy. They satisfy my hunger. They're filled with water and fiber, so I feel full, and they basically have no calories. And it satisfies my oral fixation. Speaking of oral fixation, maybe you just need something with a little bit of flavor. Have some tea, maybe have some juice, and just sip on that a little bit. Maybe you're not ready to have absolutely nothing and you need something to stimulate your taste buds. Well, you can do that without eating a lot of food. If not, fruits and vegetables and something light like some coffee, maybe put some sweetener in it, just just something that has a little bit of flavor. Remember, boredom is not an excuse to eat. The only reason you should eat, especially when you're trying to lose weight, is true hunger. And you know what that is. Your stomach is empty, it starts to growl, you start to feel a little lethargic, maybe your blood sugar is low. That's when you should eat. And the more times that you eat based off of hunger and nothing else, the healthier you're going to be, and the easier it is to reach your weight loss goal and maintain that weight loss. Start connecting with your hunger more. What I do is I ask myself, am I legitimately hungry right now? If the answer is no, then I don't put anything in my mouth. If the answer is yes, then I put something in my mouth. But when I am eating, I'm also paying attention to those hunger cues. It doesn't take a lot of food to satisfy your hunger. All you need is a little bit of stomach distension to send a signal to your brain to stop eating. It takes less than you think. So if you're an overeater or a binge eater and you think you need all this food to satiate your hunger, I'm going to argue otherwise. You just haven't paid attention to your hunger. Next time you eat, start eating one bite at a time and then pay attention to your hunger. You'd be surprised. Try it. But regardless, eating something to alleviate that boredom, it's really disempowered. It's not healthy. It's not right. You shouldn't eat to get rid of an emotion. You shouldn't eat to get rid of some uncomfortable feeling. That's kind of immature if you think about it. You should only be eating to alleviate the hunger, satisfy your physiological needs, and that's it. So let's recap a little bit. Have structure in your day, plan today, yesterday, be an interesting person, and be interested in the world. There is so much to learn, so much to see, so many things to be excited about. You should never be bored. 3, start eating based off of hunger. Don't eat to get rid of some emotion, whether it's stress, boredom, anxiety, could be any kind of emotion. Only eat when you're truly hungry. And if you absolutely need something, eat something light, vegetables, maybe some flavored tea, flavored coffee or sweetened coffee. Something really light, something that's not going to blow your budget for the day. And my favorite, sitting and doing nothing. It's awesome. It's one of my favorite habits. It's one of the favorite things that I do each day, is just controlling my mind and focusing on one point on the wall and doing nothing with my hands. It's a great mental break. Do you eat out of boredom? Let me know in the comments below. I hope you found this video educational and entertaining. If you did, you might like one of the videos that you see on the screen. Click one of them and I'll see you there.